Hi, my name is James Hunter. I'm a UK dentist currently volunteering long-term in Liberia, where I'm acting as the project lead for Trinity Dental Clinic and the Liberia Dental Therapy School. Liberia is one of the poorest countries in the world, and at the last count there were only 7 dentists, so you can imagine that the need that is met by Trinity Dental Clinic is absolutely huge. But what's even more exciting is that the Liberia Dental Therapy School has a really massive potential to completely change the dental landscape in this country. Back in Cornwall, I was fortunate to be able to work with a Zeiss operating microscope, and so I was a little bit nervous to transition from using a microscope to using loupes. Fortunately, I needn't have been worried at all, because the Admetec Ergo V loupes that I've been using out here have been absolutely fantastic. Having the flexibility to be able to change magnifications in a setting like this has been incredibly useful, and has meant that I'll be able to use the same pair of loupes for surgery and endo, all while having a reliable light even when there's power cuts. Top of the benefit of the loupes themselves, having the Flamingo camera out here has been incredible for documenting treatments, for informing patients, but kind of first and foremost for helping with educating my students. For example, right now we are out on an outreach trip to a hospital in Grand Bassa, and the first patient this morning was a poor gentleman who got in a road traffic accident a few weeks ago, smashed a bunch of his teeth up and fractured a huge chunk of his alveolar bone off. Kind of walking around with it flopping in place. Having these loupes meant that I could see exactly what I was doing during the surgery, despite being in a room with no overhead lights. But what's even cooler is that I was able to turn it into a bit of a teaching exercise for the students, because they were able to see exactly what I was doing while I was doing it through the camera lens. And the fact that I was able to record it means that we can play it back in classroom with some of the other clinicians who weren't here. Overall, I'm incredibly impressed and happy with these loupes and with the camera, and I'm especially impressed with how well they're holding up in the harsh tropical Liberian environment.